Hi there, my name is Nina Goradia, and I want to speak today about how we will only ever meet ourselves in life. It might seem like I can do so many things, I can go so many places, I'm going to have all these new experiences. And with many things, I might be trying to avoid feelings I have inside of me, many of which I'm not even aware are even there because they may be below my level of conscious awareness. They may be so old, some even pre-verbal, and stuck there. And I may have had lots of compensations as a child before I even became aware enough to realize that they were there. Compensations like going into the intellect to escape the body and directing attention outward towards things I desire. And so as I start to become aware of these things, I can start seeing that, wait a minute, am I chasing things externally so that I can avoid the experience I have inside of me? But these things I'm chasing, they're never permanent. They're always transient. I can think I have the perfect partner and, they might leave me, or God forbid, they might die. And then I'm here, I'm back with myself and my feelings. And if they were covering up any feelings, I have to then face those feelings. I think I have the perfect job. And maybe, I get a boss then that gets promoted to that position and makes my life very difficult. So it's not the job that gave me this feeling of happiness. It was maybe a certain particular combination of circumstances that were able to cover up my own internal wound or pain enough that I didn't feel it. And the moment those circumstances changed, boom, that wound is still there and I need to face it. So whatever I do in life, I'm only ever going to meet my internal experience. So say like somebody treats me poorly and you poorly, both of us, but maybe I feel the pain in my stomach when that happens, and you might feel it in your head. You might get a headache from it. So even though we're not condoning what they did affected each of us differently. It's our own internal response that gets activated based on our, history, our traumas, our filters, our conditioning, our perception, so many different factors. And so we want to start taking that responsibility for it. Like, wait, if I feel this in my body, the way to take personal responsibility for these feelings is to be with them, spend time with them, love them, care for them, feel them through, not trying to get rid of them, but to actually show up for myself, to actually be there for myself and hold space for myself. And if I'm spending all my time trying to run away from them, then, it's like you're running, but your shadow is always going to be right there with you. You're never going to be able to outrun your shadow. And so we want to recognize this, like I can keep running, but it's going to keep chasing me no matter what I do. And at some point, I got to be able to stop and turn around and face it. And so I'm curious if any of you have had this experience where you finally realized this, like, wow, I've been running and running my whole life away from this one feeling. It's really interesting. The Buddha would talk about after he became enlightened, he was able to see his past lives, and he noticed that all these lives, hundreds and hundreds of them, he said, wow, just from the moment I was born to the moment of death, I was just running, 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 running. So many of us are so busy in our doing. And then slowly he started having lives where he started slowing down and becoming aware and doing some self-inquiry and self-reflection and meditation and many things. And then, lifetimes went, and then he had this one where he became awakened fully. And so notice, is this running? Is it giving contentment? Or is it more of a compensation, a flight response that could be happening, trying to avoid feeling a part of our own experience? So the very famous saying, wherever we go, there we are. Wherever you go, there you are. Totally applies. You can think of it in a very somatic way, that the feelings inside of me, I can never escape them by turning my attention away. In fact, I may be contributing to their growth because I'm ignoring the wounds that need attention, and they might be crying out louder and louder for my attention. And so as I slowly start giving my attention to them, it might be overwhelming, but as long as I'm taking care of myself and resourcing, I'll put a resourcing video up here. There are many ways that I can be with this in small chunks in a way that's safe. I can work with somebody who knows how to just do a little bit at a time, so we can, work on a manageable portion, allow it to integrate, and then another manageable portion. You don't have to face it fully head on if it's too big and then, feel re-traumatized. You want to do it cautiously and safely, but know that it will be done on your terms this time, not the original way that it may have happened that caused the trauma in the first place. And then you don't have to run from anything within you. You can start making decisions based on what you really want in life, from a place of peace, not from a place of a flight response. So I'm curious what you thought of this video. If you've had this experience where you've noticed that you might have been running, feel free to share below, and I will see you next time.